All right, let's get into some NBA stuff, man.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, some NBA highlight headlines. I was looking up some stuff about the Charlotte Hornets.
LaMelo.
LaMelo ball 19.8 points per game, 6.5 assists per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, 1.8 steals per game.
Okay, so that average, I'm sorry to cut you off. That average went up because he just starting. But before that, when he was coming off the bench, it was 14 points per game. But go ahead.
And that's fine. I pulled these stats like 3 or 4 days ago. So, hey, man, that's why I'm bringing you on, bro. You're the basketball guy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, so he's playing strong, but is it strong enough to carry the Hornets to the playoffs?
I would say it is, but it's always a effort. You know what I'm saying? Because the East is weak, so it's not that you can't be the 8th or 7th. You can make the 8th or 7th seed, but I'm gonna give you a couple keys, right? That Charlotte's gonna have to do. LaMelo's gonna have to keep starting, but the real kicker to the whole thing, is Miles Bridges. He is a man child, and him and LaMelo are like best buds. If LaMelo go into the lane, look for the alley because Miles is jumping and he's laying it down. I'm trying to tell you, it's a nice thing to see, man. I'm telling you.
Gordon I do have to say his launch codes are freaking redonk, dude.
Man, crazy. he did an alley once on 3 people. Melo threw it up in 3 people. He just came down and yammed that much. But yeah, so I really think if they play good defense and LaMelo gets the confidence he needs and can take over that team like he's supposed to, I really think they can do work. If it's not this year, they definitely go into the playoffs next year.
That's why I have them next year. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely going next year.
Before we go any further, there's some comments. Too Famous to Care, which is Brian, is asking what the channel name is.
Off script, like the shirt. All right, now I'm not that big, so you're gonna have to put in like off script Dallas Rant or off script Jackson State or off script Deion Sanders, and then you'll pop up and stuff like that. But most definitely,
if you search up off script and filter it by the channels, and he's like the 4th or 5th one down. All right.
So I have a question for Scotty. My man AD is practicing again. They said they're gonna ease him in for the Achilles. Do you ease him in or do you let him ride the bench, bud?
Ride the bench. We don't care about seeds. I'm a LeBron fan. We don't care about seeds. Like when you're AD, right? When you're that guy, when we need you to be that guy. Okay, the regular season is pretty much a wash. We can moonwalk to the playoffs. I mean, ain't nobody really messing with us. Now, is it going to put a lot more burden on LeBron? Yes, he's 36. He doesn't need that. But
the minutes that he's doing is
insane. It's insane. So what they're going to have to do is you're going to have to rest AD as much as possible, because what you don't want to happen is when you go into the playoffs, it's still aching him, and then he has to sit playoff games. That's way more important than him being in a regular season game and trying to fight through it. So I mean, he's young, but he does have an injury history. So you gotta err on the side of caution when it comes in.
Well, you said that the resting him, you don't want to rest him in the playoffs because you have those crazy teams like Denver and Portland
exactly Jokic. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to deal with them. Utah with Rudy Gobert. You don't want to have to deal with them without Anthony Davis, and that's becomes the problem. You know what I'm saying? And Marc Gasol is not the guy. I don't know why they got him. He's trash.
And I much rather have
first got it.
I much rather have a 100% a healthy player than, especially AD, than having a half-assed healthy and end up getting, like you said, hurt again for what's more important is the playoffs.
Exactly. Then he's done. So and then your playoff run is pretty much over. I don't care what you say. It's over.
It's dead.
It's done.
Rest in peace.
Playoff run.
Derrick Rose traded to the Knicks. Pistons gets Dennis Smith and a 2021 second-round pick. Listen, I was up with this man because John traveled to my house for the past couple of days, and we're just hanging out, looking up stuff. Derrick Rose went off the other night.
Was he still with the Knicks or he was with
No,
the
he
Pistons?
was with the Knicks.
with the Knicks.
Okay.
Him and RJ Barrett
Like-
are clicking real already.
Oh my god! Who
So
won that trade?
First of all, if you're getting rid of Dennis Smith, you win the trade. I don't if you get Dennis Smith Jr. off your books, you won the trade. Like and there's no listen. He got drafted by the Mavericks. I'm a Mavericks fan. Like I'm a LeBron fan. Like I jump teams with LeBron. So wherever LeBron goes, I go. But my team is the Mavericks. And when we got him, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then we got Luka. I was like, Dennis Smith, who? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Luka. So, but Dennis Smith has been on the decline for a minute. But Derrick Rose and Tom Thibodeau reconnecting, that's huge. And then you get the guard play, the veteran guard play you need with so many young players that they have on their squad with Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett, and even Julius Randle's a little young. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like he's a rookie or nothing like that, but he's still young. You know, he hasn't had all the experience that a lot of other players have had because he's been traded too. So I think that works out well. And then he knows the mindset of Tom Thibodeau, and he knows what kind of style they want to play. He knows how physical they want to be.
Right.
So he can be a voice in that locker room. So I love Derrick Rose. And if Derrick Rose didn't have two bad knees, he would be he would be a superstar.
Bro,
he was already an MVP.
Bro, put him in the Forrest Gump braces.
Listen, if he would have had him earlier, he wouldn't have had this problem. If he would have had him earlier, he would have been breaking out of them, then going back
I
in.
just kept running and running and running.
Listen,
I shot the ball.
Real.
And it went in.
Also, injury news, Karl Anthony Towns is coming back for Minnesota. Not like it matters because, it's Minnesota Timberwolves. Please explain. Let's go.
Karl Anthony Towns is a 7-foot marshmallow. Like, no, that's what it's so frustrating to see
the Michelin
somebody,
Man.
No, yes. Yes, and he's just like, dog, you're 7'1" and you don't want to bang with no one. No, if he could be a better version of Joel Embiid if he actually put his mind to it. Like if he really was like down focused, like, yo, I'm getting this, he could be a real problem. But he just puts up points, but he has no real impact on the game. And it's so frustrating to see. Like, you see what Joel Embiid is doing with some guidance from Doc Rivers, averaging like 30, 35 points a game.
What everybody thought he was going to be when he came out.
Exactly. Yeah. So if Karl Anthony Towns is a better shooter, way better shooter than him, you see what I'm saying? But he has better post. Joel Embiid's a better post player. So to me, I'm just like, Karl Anthony Towns, okay, whatever. Minnesota's still going to be irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can be on the bench, off the bench. They shouldn't have paid him, man. You have to because you have to pay stars, but he's just not.
Your money could better be spent elsewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Getting somebody who really did something. What'd you say, John?
Like real Michelin tires.
Yeah.
Instead of the mascot.
With the $50,000 warranty. So if it acts up, you're going to get you a new one.
Right. Now, here's my biggest question of the night. Can the Sixers or the Nets go toe-to-toe with the great one and the Los Angeles Lakers?
We'll let Scotty go first. Go, buddy.
No. It's LeBron. It's LeBron. Okay, so real serious talk, right? Sir. Okay. Without AD, they don't have a chance. Period. They have a chance, but it's like the slim chance to none.
Right.
With AD, you have because it takes the burden off LeBron. That's the key to this. LeBron at his greatest point is where he doesn't have to do everything, but he can do everything, but he doesn't have to do everything, right? So you take that aspect out. The next aspect of why the Lakers are so great is because they have a team chemistry that they've already had from the last season. All they did was add a couple pieces, but it's a very good fit and flow. Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows their responsibilities. The Sixers, Ben Simmons I could shoot better than Ben Simmons. And I'm not even. I could beat him in a 3-point contest right now. and I'll probably go 1 for 15, and I'll beat him.
If anybody can
saying?
get a hold of Ben Simmons, like on Twitter or anything,
Dude,
tell
you
them
know
that
what?
Scotty
Listen,
that wants
I'm going to clip this. I'm going to contact his PR guy, and we're gonna make this happen.
Do it.
We're gonna blow it up.
Do it. I'll go 2 for 13, 2 for 15. I'll still beat Ben Simmons. In the
Hashtag Scotty versus Simmons.
I like it. Let's trend it.
Let's trend it. All right. Any more questions for the NBA headlines?
Let's do it.
I have one more headline that I would like to discuss because I'm a Wizards fan. Bradley Beal being sat for the first time this year.
It's the coach.
I'm going to say that Scott Brooks, like sitting Russell Wilson, is an idiot. And he's deciding to sit one of the top scorers in the NBA right now.
Yeah, he's got like 30 points per game, over 30 points per game. I'm sorry.
So, and this is what's going to blow your mind, and I would like to hear your thoughts. Ish is starting in place.
Who? I mean, that says enough right there. That says that. Who is that? You talking about Ish Smith?
Yes.
What? Why?
I'm good-ish.
Yeah. That's what that is. I'm semi-goodish. You know, like
I will score ish.
You know, like listen. First of all, it's the Wizards, so let's just.
That hurts. But
I have a friend. My best bro is a Wizards fan, right? He's from the Maryland area, DMV and stuff. He's all Washington, everything and stuff like that. But he loves his Wizards. But what he's told me, he said anybody who plays for the Wizards and leaves gets a ring. So it's kind of like good luck. It's kind of like good luck, Chuck. You just gotta be there for a little bit. You just gotta be there for a little bit. Do your time, and then you go somewhere else and get your ring. That's all. That's just how I go.
I mean, I wasn't.
Go ahead.
I wasn't even excited for us getting Russell Westbrook. Like,
honestly, I was because you need to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm. You need to sell tickets, but how you can sell tickets in COVID times?
That's facts.
There's nobody in the stands.
I just think the relationship between John Wall and the Wizards got too strained. And
they got tired of paying him. They got tired of paying him for no production. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But back to the ring thing, right? So my homeboy was talking about. He was like, "Look, y'all. I didn't even know y'all had all these players." He said y'all had Rasheed Wallace, you had Ben Wallace, you had Juwan Howard, you had Rip Hamilton, you had Caron Butler. Like everybody who has left y'all has gone and got. I said, wow. I said, that is amazing.
And if Gilbert Arenas never brought that gun with him, he probably would have got one too.
Man, Gilbert, no chill Gil is the truth, bro.
Right.
Agent Zero, baby.
Hibachi. Yeah, I don't care. When you was growing up, Hibachi.
Yep.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
Right, yeah.
Hashtag that.